Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the two Spartan Stone figures. So, back when Halo Heroes Series 14 was revealed or leaked, because Mega doesn't really do official reveals for everything, back when it was leaked by Target, they had this figure labeled as Spartan Stone. And at first we thought maybe that was the coding, and then we found out that, it was an actual character, and people used this figure as reference. And then we saw actual Spartan Stone, and everyone was like, wait, what? That doesn't look anything like the figure. And so Mega did an official one. So let's go ahead and we'll start with this guy right here. So the first thing I want to say is don't ever leave your white Mega Construx figures on your windowsill where the sun directly hits them, because they will yellow. You can kind of see a yellowish tinge on the back here and on the arms. I left this guy on my windowsill. I thought, this would be a cool place to display it. It's right next to my desk. I can kind of fiddle with them when I'm writing or whatever. No, it yellowed multiple figures. Both Halo Heroes Trailblazers I had got yellowed. A bunch of my 501st Clone Trooper Lego minifigures got yellowed. There's ways to fix it. You can put it in peroxide in direct sunlight, and it kind of undoes it. I did that. I guess I didn't leave it in there long enough, because this shoulder in particular is quite yellow. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Don't do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. So that aside, this is a pretty cool figure. Everybody was a little confused at first when it was like, oh yeah, Spartan Stone is actually a female, and the figure is a male. That is a male torso underneath there, because there's no female specific, there's no female Mark 7 chest plate, and since the armors only fit the specific torsos, you can't really put a female torso in there without it being a little loose, or you have to put sticky tack or something. So that was a little confusing. We do have some very nice print though, nice camo. Mine has the line here. You can see it's kind of falling off. The machine was clearly misaligned at the time. The head is done pretty well. Looks pretty cool. I like the stripe that kind of continues down here. The visor color is pretty nice. Goes around to the back, which is pretty cool. We don't often get this much print on the back of a figure, so that's very nice to get. Shoulder prints, and then no prints for the legs. Right now, the only coloring on the legs is a little bit of yellow from the sun. And then we get an SMG, which has some very subtle print. We get the little bar here is silver, but then there's some just gray across the whole thing. I always like getting SMGs, and this is a very realistic one. You can easily give this to ODSTs or something, so that's pretty cool. Looks very nice. I really like this figure. It gives me Clone Trooper vibes overall, which is a very good thing. The official Spartan Stone came with the UNSC Scorpion Clash and is very different. So we have the scrap look armor that most of the other Spartans in Halo Infinite had, because they were just cobbling together armor from their fallen comrades, because they just didn't have the supplies to keep up maintenance. We do have that camo, which looks really nice. I love the dark blue on the camo. It looks fantastic. We have it also onto the head. And somewhere out there is a prototype Mark 7 head with this print. And I really want to get my hands on it, but I don't think that there's any way for me to. I think it's probably still in Mega's headquarters. But lots of print. Very much Halo Heroes level print here. Very sharp, very clean. Looks fantastic. We have shoulder print, which is funny because Spartan Griffin from the Phantom didn't get the print on the shoulder, so maybe he just didn't have that black spot in the game. I didn't really pay attention. I also particularly like how Mega did the dark blue for the joint. It kind of adds to the mismatched look. We have a dark blue lower leg, dark gray lower leg, a gray thigh piece, which actually it matches. Hang on, where did I put him? No, that's my Spartan. Here we go. If you take the gray pieces off of Stone, you can then make Spartan Griffin all one color, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then we actually have a printed leg, which is super cool. The camo. It's a little sad because we won't be able to do custom Spartans with this camo because there's only one printed leg. But I still really like that. That looks really cool. Overall, very cool look. Hydra as a weapon, no print, and it's definitely not accurate to Infinite, but I love getting Hydra pieces. They pose so well just because of the way the stock is made. I like it. I like Hydras. They look very nice. And so the one problem with this figure is she does still use, hello? It's a rocket launcher. You're not supposed to launch the actual thing. She does use the Mark 7 chest plate, which means that is a male torso under there. So that's a little weird because in game that is not, it's not at all what she looked like, but it's close enough that I'm not really going to complain too much about it. The rest of the figure looks so fantastic. I can overlook that minor, well, it's not really minor. I can overlook that inaccuracy. And there they are side by side. This guy kind of looks almost like a prototype for Spartan Stone, but the heads in particular are very different. That's very different print style. We have just the black underneath the eyes here, and then here we have like the clone looking visor. Well, it's not really a visor. It's whatever that bit of armoring down the center of the face is. So it gives them a very different face, if you will. Even though they use the same helmet, they have very different faces. You see the print. I really do wish that this guy got the print on the leg. That would have been so cool. But, you know, it is what it is. That's not something I'm really going to complain about. But yeah, these guys look pretty cool next to each other. Again, same as with Spartan Griffin. It's very, very easy to tell these two apart. There's really no confusing them. Target just mislabeled them. And it might have been that Mega designed this figure and the purple Mark 7 off of Griffin and Stone, like off of concept art. And then later it was changed, and so they made the official figures. I don't know for sure. Either way, I'm happy that they released them the way they did because we got two awesome Halo Heroes figures. And then we got the named characters in sets, which leaves more room for highly detailed, like, multiplayer Spartans in the Halo Heroes line. And they didn't really skimp any with the print for Stone. Like, that, they could have put her with, say, a printed Hydra, and that would essentially be a Halo Heroes figure. So, highly recommend picking these two up. And again, do not store or display your Mega Construx figures directly on a windowsill where it gets light almost all hours of the day, or else you will end up with yellowed figures like I did. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.